So we'll be sitting cross-legged. When you have your strap, bring your hands wide, maybe not all the way across, but somewhere in the middle. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come behind the back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come forward. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Continuing with your own breath. And it should be easy and fluid of emotion. If your hands are too wide, you might not feel anything. If they're too close together, you might have to bend the elbows on the way back. So just finding that sweet spot in between. The next time your hands are up, exhale, hands come back, finding that special spot where you feel your heart opening and the front of the shoulders stretching. Maybe you experiment with raising one arm up to the sky, raising the opposite arm up to the sky. Your next inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands come forward. Bringing the hands about shoulder distance apart. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Continuing with your own breath. The next time you twist to the right, stay twisted. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes behind you as you look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left, second side. Looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. Your next inhale, shoulders rolled up towards the ears. Exhale, shoulder blades roll down the back. Twice more. Reversing your rotation. And then exhale, once you have finished, exhale, bringing the chin towards the chest. Rocking the head from side to side, bringing one ear to the shoulder. Then head comes forward, opposite ear to the shoulder. Head comes down, chest to chin, in center. Inhale, lifting the chin up. Making your way into child's pose, you might like to have a blanket underneath the knees for some extra cushion. Bringing the knees out wide, big toes together. Maybe you reach the arms forward, or maybe the hands reach back towards the feet. Taking a deep breath in to the lower back. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth, releasing any tension. One more deep inhale into the lower back. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Inhale, coming forward into tabletop for Marjariasana, cat-cow. Inhale, cow, chin lifts, belly down. Exhale, cat, chin to chest, rounding the back. Continuing with your own breath. And maybe you like to circle out the rib cage or circle the hips. Gently undulating and warming up the spine. Reverse your rotation. Inhale, coming back to center. Placing the weight even in both hands. Inhale, right knee lifts out to the side. Exhale, knees together. Hugging the navel towards the spine. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, lower. Continuing with your own breath. Exhale, knees come together. Inhale, left knee opens out to the side, second side. Exhale, knees together. Continuing with your own breath. Exhale, knees come together. Child's pose, pressing back as the knees open wide. Inhale, tabletop, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Scissoring the hips towards one another. You might keep the left knee down for more support, or maybe left knee lifts for more strength. Maybe hands stay down to frame the front foot, or maybe exhale, hands float back towards the hips as you hug the navel towards the spine, shining the heart forward. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky, bringing the body tall. Exhale, arms open out to the sides, twisting to the right. Exhale, hands windmill down to frame the front foot, stepping back into tabletop. From tabletop to child's pose. Inhale, tabletop, left foot forward, low lunge. Scissoring the hips towards one another, finding whichever variation you've had on the first side. Maybe the hands stay down, or maybe you exhale, float the hands back towards the hips as you hug the navel towards the spine. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twisting to the left, arms reach wide. Exhale, hands windmill down to frame the front foot, stepping back into table, from table to child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips and heels, downward facing dog. Rooting down through the index finger and thumb. Maybe you bend alternate knees, pedaling out the feet. You might nod the head yes, nod the head no. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, spin the hip open, circling out the ball and socket joint of the hip as you keep the weight even in both hands. Reversing your rotation. Exhale, downward facing dog, right foot comes down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, right arm reaches up, twisted lunge. You might circle out the top arm. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, right hand comes down. Reaching the hips back, half Hanuman. Extending the right leg. As the right hip reaches back, left hip reaches forward. Exhale, bending the knee, low lunge. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, spin the hip open, circling out the knee. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, downward facing dog, left foot comes down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, left arm opens, twisted lunge. Maybe circling out the top arm. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, half Hanuman. Right hip reaches forward, left hip reaches back. Exhale, bending the knees, hands frame the front foot. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, lower chest and chin, chaturanga, elbows hug towards the sides, hovering just a few inches off the mat. Inhale, slithering down onto the belly, chest and chin lift up, baby cobra. Shoulder blades roll down the back as you press through the palms. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, lower chest, chin, chaturanga, elbows hug to the sides. Inhale, slithering forward, chest and chin, lift up, baby cobra, pressing through the tops of the feet. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, lower chest, chin, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, slithering onto the belly, keeping the chest and chin down. This time, bringing the left arm out to the side, bending the right knee, right hand is next to the shoulder, coming onto the left side of the body as the right foot comes behind the left leg, opening through the front of the left shoulder. Right hand might stay down on the mat for more support, or maybe you inhale, open the right hand, trying to touch the hands behind the back. Maybe you circle the arm behind the back. Exhale, right hand comes down, coming onto the belly. Right arm extends perpendicular to the body. Left hand next to left shoulder, bending the left knee, second side. Maybe the left hand stays down for more support, or maybe you open the arm, circling it behind the back. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat as you come back onto the belly. Inhale, chest and chin lift up. Sphinx pose. Elbows come underneath the shoulders as the hands open slightly wider than shoulder distance apart. Reaching the chest forward, engaging through the glutes and thighs. Feet are slightly wider than hip distance apart. Exhale, lowering one cheek down to the mat, gently rocking the hips from side to side. Locust pose. Hands reach back towards the hips. You might have palms face down, pressing the palms into the ground. Or for more challenge, you can float the hands with the feet, whatever your body needs during your practice today. As you inhale, lifting the feet up off the mat. Exhale, lowering the feet back down. Inhale, lift. Feet are still hip distance apart. Exhale, lower. Continuing with your own breath. If you feel like you have more to give, you might lift the chest and chin up as well as the arms reach back towards the feet. Your next exhale, opposite cheek comes down to the mat, bending the knees, windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Hands come to the low ribs. Exhale, pressing up and back into child's pose. Tucking the toes under. Inhale, downward facing dog, hips lift up. Exhale, tabletop. Keeping the hips stacked over the knees. Walk the hands forward, puppy dog pose. Chest, chin, or forehead come down to the mat. Inhale, coming forward onto the forearms, finding forearm plank as you reach the knees back. You might just stay on the knees, or from our challenge, you might come onto the toes. Exhale, lowering the knees, child's pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, tabletop. Hips stacked over the knees, puppy dog pose. Inhale, slithering forward to forearm plank. Weight comes into the left hand as you find side plank. You might lift up onto the heels, or you might just stay on the knees. Your right hand might stay down for more support, or maybe you reach the right hand up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down, bringing knees down, child's pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, tabletop. Puppy dog pose, last round. Inhale, slithering forward. Weight comes into the right hand. Side plank, second side. Maybe the left hand reaches up to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down. Child's pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of lion's breath on the exhale, sticking up the tongue, eyes open wide. Inhale to prepare. Inhale, happy lions. Inhale, fierce lions, last round. Walking the feet forward, coming into a forward fold at the front of your mat. Maybe you take opposite elbows and ragdoll, or hands might take the shins, ankles, or feet. You might nod the head yes, nod the head no. Inhale to halfway lift as the hands come to the tops of the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms circle up, deep bend in the knees. Gentle back bend as the arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Taking a deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. One more deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. Allow the arms to come down towards the sides. And gently rock back and forth as the arms swing freely from side to side. If you can, try and make one side inhale, one side exhale. So we're getting the heart rate up, moving stagnant energy or stuck energy that no longer serves us. Slowing down. Ever so slowly until the arms become still. Maybe closing the eyes. Notice any sensations. Gently blinking the eyes open. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, coming onto the balls of the feet, balancing on the tippy toes. Exhale, arms open wide, twisting to the right, heels come down. Inhale, lifting up to center, heels lift. Exhale, twisting to the left, heels down. Inhale, heels lift up to center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Continuing with your own breath. And the next time you come to the left side, you are complete. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. Inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, rolling the shoulders down the back. Twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bringing the hands behind the lower back, shoulders rinse out overhead. Exhale, hands release down to the tops of the knees. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose, hips sit back. Hands might come to heart center, or maybe you reach the arms forward. Maybe you cactus the arms out to the sides. hands to heart center. Weight comes into the left foot, right foot floats back, high lunge. Right hand comes up into the air, left hand to left hip, C curve to the left. Left hip is reaching back, right hip reaches forward. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, bringing the weight into the left foot, floating forward into warrior three as the right foot comes up behind you. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, half splits as the right leg lifts up to the sky. Keeping your hips square to the front of the mat. Exhale, right foot comes behind the left. So your ankles are crossed, right ankle is crossed behind the left foot, finding yourself in a forward fold. Step the right foot out so feet are hip distance apart in a normal forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose. Taking whichever hand variation you had on the first side. Weight comes into the right foot, left foot steps back, high lunge. Right hand to right hip, left arm reaches up, C curve to the right. Left hip reaches forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding your focal points. Weight comes into the right foot, warrior three, as the left foot floats behind you. Exhale, half splits. Hands come down to the mat as the left leg lifts up. Exhale, left ankle crosses behind the right, finding yourself in a forward fold with the ankles crossed. Inhale, left foot steps out, hip distance apart, normal forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms circle up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. One more deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down flat on the mat as you step back into tabletop, making your way to a seat. You might like to have a pillow or bolster to prop your hips up for tender low back or tight hamstrings. Butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. Inhale, reaching the spine up tall. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, coming to sit up tall. Reaching the legs out wide, if you can, flexing the feet. Hands come to the insides of the thighs. Inhale, sitting up tall, reaching through the crown of the head. Exhale, hinging forward. The hands might walk forward. Inhale, hands walk back towards the body. And shoulders come to frame the right leg. One hand on each side of the right leg. Exhale, hinging forward, releasing over your right leg. Maybe the left hand comes to the outside of the shin, ankle, or foot. Or you might even be able to reach both hands to the foot. Inhale, hands walk back to the sit bones, shoulders face the left leg. Exhale, releasing over on the second side. Inhale, hands walk back up to the body, making your way to lie down on the back. Hugging the knees into the belly. Gently rocking from side to side. Placing the feet down next to the sit bones. Feet are hip distance apart, knees are hip distance apart. Half bridge, palms are face down next to the hips. As you exhale, hug the navel towards the spine. Inhale to release. Exhale, hugging navel to the spine. Inhale, release. Twice more. Your next exhale, hugging navel to the spine. Inhale, hips lift up to the sky. Maybe pressing through the palms, or maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back, rocking from one shoulder to another. Exhale, hands release down to the sides, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Bringing the feet out wide, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Option to do one more round of bridge, or if you have full wheel in your practice, you can find wheel pose. I will lead the half bridge, so bringing the feet back towards the sit bones. Exhale, hugging the navel towards the spine. As you inhale, lifting the hips up. Maybe interlacing the fingers behind the back, or maybe you can even reach the fingertips towards the heels. Keeping the knees hip distance apart. Exhale, hands come out to the sides, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Feet come out wide, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Hugging the knees into the belly. Exhale, forehead comes up towards the knees. Exhale, head releases down to the mat. Right knee hugs in, left leg extends. Wind relieving pose. Bending the left knee, right ankle comes to the outside of the knee. Arms open out to the sides in a T shape. Legs fall over to the left for a gentle supine twist. Inhaling, coming back to center. Right leg extends, left knee hugs into the belly. Wind relieving pose. Second side. Bending the right knee, left ankle crosses to the outside. Arms open wide. Supine twist. Second side. Inhaling, coming back to center. Placing both feet down on the mat. Feet together, opening the knees out wide. Soles of the feet come to touch for reclined butterfly pose. Maybe one hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly, or you might bring both hands up overhead in a halo. You might stay in the rest of your restorative pose or your shavasana in this reclined butterfly pose, or maybe you like to find corpse pose, bringing the legs long. Maybe you prefer legs up the wall. Finding yourself in a place of stillness for the last few moments of practice. Focusing your awareness on your breath. Bringing your awareness back into the body. Gently wiggling fingers and toes. Inhaling, reaching the right arm up overhead as you come to lie on the right side of the body. Slowly, with helping hands, making your way up to a comfortable seat. Maybe one hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly. Maybe hands in Namaskar Mudra at heart center. Taking a deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. One more deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. Coming back to your intention you set at the beginning of practice. Honoring your intention, all of the hard work you have just put in to your practice. Offering gratitude to your body as it supported you. Thank you, body. We'll close our practice with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Inhaling to prepare. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day and enjoy the sunshine while we still have it.
Right. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.